Okay, we are live. It's been a lot of technical difficulties, but nonetheless,
Yep.
we are live. We have a new commentator here too. So Ryan, would you like to say
Hello.
hi?
Hi. How we all
Uh,
doing?
yeah. So Ryan's gonna be our commentator here. Zach was not able to make it. He won't be able to make it to the matches this weekend, but honestly, to start off, I think this is if there was an equivalent for Monday Night Football for Clock Cup, I think this weekend is basically that because we have a match at 8:30, which is in about another hour with Carter Thomas, and then along with that, we have possibly two confirmed matches and up to three matches actually tomorrow. So that's five matches all in one weekend that you will not want to miss.
Gonna
But
be very exciting.
yeah, but here's where it starts. So we have Caleb Trelford and Conan Mo. Let's look at the group standings right now. I'm just gonna cut off Ryan for a little bit. So in Group A, currently Zayd and Vishwa are leading their group. In Group C, which is the group that we're looking at today, um, right now Caleb and Conan are in the lead. And honestly, what I'm really looking for the Group C matches is that tomorrow's match with Cameron and Joshua. That's gonna if they both get to, I believe, if they end up in a tie or if Caleb clinches, it's gonna be kind of a fight for elimination, if you will. So that will be really interesting to watch. And then Group D, Jacob and Carrie are leading there, and Group B will start their matches in about an hour. But going back, Ryan, do you have anything to add before we start today's match?
I think this match is very important because if Caleb or Conan were to beat the other by a large enough deficit, they would essentially clinch their spot in the knockout stage. So that's what they're going to be looking for today.
Yeah. All right. I guess there's no other more room for delay. Conan, we had a little bit of an issue here with kind of communication, so Conan is was a little late, but uh, at least he's here now. So let's let's get started. Since Caleb is in the higher seed for the Clock Cup and also leading the group right now, we're gonna let you choose which side you want to go for first for the coin toss. So
Heads.
we're gonna go for heads. Okay. So we're going for heads here. It is tails. Okay, so this is tails. Conan, which one do you wanna do you wanna go first or second?
I'll go first.
You will go first. Okay, so we will start. Um, you guys can start scrambling, and we'll start the timer once Conan,
Should they
starts.
deafen us?
Oh yeah, we're gonna server
And,
deafen you. So if you guys need anything, just call out
okay.
our names.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm ready.
You are ready? Okay, we're not gonna time your inspection, by the way, if that's okay.
Yeah, okay.
All right, you can
Yep.
start. Okay, so
Okay, so
Conan's.
looking at this scramble, there's really nothing. So it'll be interesting to see what he can find on here.
Yeah. Orion, since you're a competitor for the Clock Cup right now, what would you be kind of looking for if you were a competitor in one of these? If you were like in this match in either of their positions?
Um,
That's a
if I were
five from
Caleb,
Conan.
yeah, 565. So not great, but that scramble really had nothing. But going back to what you were saying, if I were Caleb, I'd really be looking because I think that he's a favorite in this entire tournament to win, one of them at least. That looked really fast. It looked like probably like a low four.
That looks like a
High three,
376.
376. Okay,
That's a
great
sub
start.
four. So
But
that's
very good start because that scramble really had nothing.
yeah.
Uh, if I were Conan, I'd just honestly try and get as many points as I could because Caleb is a very, very tough competitor.
In this scramble here, it does have a corner skip, so We're gonna see.
Die.
Other than that, there's really nothing else. So let's see how it goes for
There's a lot
them.
of pieces pretty close to
Oh,
each other.
they both started. I believe there's a miscommunication. You know what? It's fine.
Yeah, Caleb was supposed to go first, but it's good. So you'll be
All
able to
right.
tell who got a faster time because they kind of both started at the same time.
Yeah,
It looked
Conan's
like Caleb
going
messed up.
slow.
Caleb had to flip, which, if you
That's
didn't know,
not
he does
good.
no flip.
That is a 740 from Conan and a let's see what. Oh, and also a 7 from Caleb. But Caleb got the better 7. We undeafened you just because we want to make it clear that Caleb was supposed to go first at solve, but Conan, now you're supposed to go first. So,
Is it meant to alternate? I don't get it. Still.
yes, it's meant to alternate. So,
Okay.
well, actually, well, you're supposed to go second. I'm sorry. That's all. So, okay, you guys can start scrambling again. Caleb, we can't hear you. Were you saying something?
No.
All right. So, I believe Conan's gonna go first here, and just
Yep.
Conan, just be mindful of that. I will server deafen both of you. Server deafen
Okay.
now. All right. So, scramble. I think it was very interesting that Caleb just won that with a 7, a low 7,
Yeah.
say the least. But
That could be Caleb's flip PB. Okay, that looked like a pretty decent solve.
that is a 422.
422.
Okay, Conan is not. That's not necessarily like unbeatable, or it's not a walk in the park for Caleb, but it is certainly very beatable.
Yeah.
That looks
I
like
will
a
say that
422.
looked-
Probably a high
Yeah, that
3
looked
if
like-
I had to guess.
I would
Let's
guess like
see.
a 3.6.
That is a 3.71. Okay,
That,
so that is 3 points for Caleb here. Wow.
ooh,
Alright.
okay. Looking ahead to the scramble, we have a corner skip that's like inscribed in a adjacent edge skip.
It's
So
two
it's-
adjacents. Two adjacent. That's I believe that's like my term. So, all right.
Oh, for the corner skip as well.
Yeah. All right. That looked like a high, like a 3.8, 3.9 if I had to guess.
Yeah, around that. That's
That
not
is-
going to be easy for Conan to beat.
There's a
But this
few
is the
for you.
best scramble so far, so we can see.
All right. Conan's opting to go for the corner skip, I believe. And whoa. Okay.
That looked like probably like a 4.5 if I had to guess.
There's a 4.5. So you were right. That is
Oh, wait, let me
going
put my
to
time
be
in. That's my fault.
it's going to be 4 points for Caleb here. At this point, it's kind of interesting to see. Actually, looking at the tallies here, only 76% say that Caleb will take this match. About 18% say that Conan will take the match, and 6% say we'll end in a tie. Conan is
This-
starting here.
This scramble is very, very good.
It's
So-
all right. It has an adjacent edge, but I believe might be an AUF skip. So first side look a little slow, but second side didn't look
Second
bad.
side was good.
That is a
You know, it had a 3-move, 4.51.
451.
He's been pretty consistent with these mid fours, at least the last few solves.
Caleb here kind of just has to mess up, I guess.
Yeah. Okay, TPS looks pretty good.
All right.
That was a high 3, I feel like.
Yeah, he's getting
It is
consistently
solved.
high threes. That is going to be hard to beat. Right now, you're just kind of fighting. If I
it's
were
a
Conan right
383.
now,
That's the second 383 in a row.
if
So-
I were Conan right now, I would just be fighting for solve difference. Ryan, enter your time. That is
Oh, my bad.
okay. All right.
Okay.
The scramble has 2 adjacent skips on each side and a corner skip on one side. So we're gonna see how this goes. Is flip PB Carter not reacting? All right. Caleb is starting here.
DNF. I adjusted a pin on accident.
All right,
Looking to cover.
that's a DNF.
Okay, so that's an opportunity for
that
Right?
is I will unsubvert it.
Yeah.
That is a DNF. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's a DNF. It's not going to be 15-0.
Unless
Conan, Caleb DNF'd, you can start.
Oh, okay.
All right. So that was DNF from Caleb here. Does Caleb use no flip or 7 slide mole? I believe he uses no flip, if I had to guess. Although technically 7 slide mole is a variant of no flip, but he uses Sheeran. Which is the
he's been working on his 7 slide move, but right now that's a 492. So
492.
That's pretty good considering that he had absolutely nothing to beat.
Yeah. Okay.
But yeah, Caleb's been working on his 7 simul, but right now he's a little bit slower with it, so he's still opting to use Sheeran.
Yeah. All right, we have 12 viewers here, 18 votes. 72% say that Caleb Trelford will win. 22% say that Conan will win. This is gonna be interesting. Conan's starting right away. This scramble has corner skip and adjacent skip, so on each side. So, all right, that's pretty good. We're gonna see what that is. It's a
4.8.
Okay, maybe
so
not that.
That's gonna be pretty easy for Caleb to beat.
That was a DNF.
Basically
that was a DNF. Oh.
It's gonna be very easy for Caleb to beat.
Okay, I'm not sure if Caleb is aware of that, so hopefully. Oh, that would have been beatable for Caleb, but
he almost.
Okay. Conan, to confirm that was a DNF, correct?
Yep.
All right. I will tell Caleb that. Caleb, that was a
Caleb
DNF.
wasted no time.
It was a DNF?
For Conan, it was a DNF. So, that means that you got the point, just so you know.
Okay.
All right. So that I think Caleb is kind of messing up here, but he still manages to pull out some of those points. I feel like he got 2 points that he didn't really deserve to get, mainly because he won on 2 7s. So I want to see if Conan can actually make a dent here. Because
I will say, in my match, I was down a very large margin pretty early, and it's not easy. So it's interesting to see how Conan can cope with the pressure.
Oh, okay.
That looks pretty good.
It's probably a low mid free.
Conan's best bet is just Caleb messing up, which he's done twice in 7
357.
So
okay.
It's a good sign.
All right, Conan's here. It's not going to be a 357, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
That is a 447.
That's not even bad. It was still almost a second different.
Yeah. All right.
So that's a 7-1 lead for Caleb.
Let's see, this scramble, it looks interesting. We have 2 adjacent skips. They're adjacent to each other, which means that free edges are solved, just in an adjacent pattern. So, Conan started.
There's also a cross where every single piece is within 2 of each other, which is very fast TPSable.
Okay.
Definitely not right terminology.
He's
doing that side first.
Like
it seems like he had a little bit of
The corners were okay. I believe that was like a high 4.5.
That was probably like a 4.7.
It's a
5.96. Wow, that looked way faster than I thought.
Might be a delay of some sort.
Okay.
Caleb just doesn't have to mess up. He might have, honestly. He might. Would that be at a 596? It probably would.
No. 566.
Okay, these are points that Caleb honestly really shouldn't be earning. There's at least been 3 instances of this, but the thing is that Caleb just kind of prevails through it.
Okay, this is an interesting scramble. So there's a corner skip, and then both sides have a, a center edge skip.
Yes, that is correct. Okay. Let's see.
So we can see some pretty good times on the scramble, I'd say. Okay,
All
that looked
right.
pretty fast.
Okay.
That looked like probably like a 3.6.
Yeah, I don't think Conan's gonna beat that, but he might on this scramble. You just never know. That
Okay,
is
he's
a
opting for the diag flip, it looks like.
318. That is
Ooh,
tied PR. So Conan just has to get like sub 3 here, which he probably will not get.
he
Let's
flipped
face it.
pretty quick. That might be sub 4.
Probably a no. It's a 514.
Wait, what the? What?
It's a 514. I think okay. That's 9 points for Caleb here. This is
All right.
starting to get to the point where you're starting to kind of crush Conan's soul here a little bit, but I think this was highly expected. Ryan, enter in your time.
Oh shoot.
This was probably highly expected going into the match. It's just it's really hard beating Caleb in this circumstance.
It's pretty interesting because their means are both about the same. For their times, it's just
But like Caleb also has a counting 7 in his average, so it's not
True.
a far comparison. All right.
Okay, that looks like a pretty shaky first side. Second side looked good.
I feel like Conan's style right now is just going gentle, but I think
Yeah,
it's starting to get to the point where if he wants to make a difference in the salt difference, he has to really ramp it up. So
yeah. If we look back to Conan's first match, he did not get a single 3 in that. And I'd say when it comes to beating Caleb, 3s are kind of necessary.
yeah.
And so far in this match, Conan doesn't have a 3 either. So his style is kind of just consistency, which is great against most people, but against Caleb, it really just hasn't got it. So Caleb's going to take a 10-1 lead. That's really difficult.
You have to remember what I said, what I always keep saying. Consistency is still important, and I disagree with you on that point. I think it's much better in this setting to be consistently average than inconsistently consistent. I mean, actually, you might be able to pull it off in terms of like your solve difference if you only win like a couple.
That's what
Yeah, but I still want to see how this goes. Maybe Conan can try to pull off something.
Okay.
Caleb, that was fast. That was a. Let's see what the time was. That was a
371.
371. Okay.
That's going to be very hard for Conan to beat on this scramble. Yeah, it was not a great first side.
Yeah, that's a no.
That was a 5, I think.
All right. That is a 5.15. Okay.
Oh, 5.15.
All right. Let's see here. We have currently an 11-1 lead. If Conan doesn't get any points within the next 2 minutes, I'm just gonna add 1 minute stoppage time here. Do you think that's fair?
Yeah. There hasn't been a lot of pauses.
Conan doesn't get 4 points, or if Caleb gets these next 4 points, then it's over.
Wait, I thought I was going second for this one.
You were going. I believe you were going first because you just solved. All right. So.
Okay, so on this scramble we have a center edge skip along with an AUF skip on one side, and the other side has an adjacent edge skip and really close.
That's
a DNF. For Conan on a
354.
So he really wishes he got that one.
That is tragic. That is really tragic, honestly.
I think. Does Caleb know that was a DNF? That was shaky turning. I think Conan's time would have beaten that if it weren't a DNF.
I feel like this is just unfortunate because it's all unluckiness on unluckiness, because if you really think about it here, it's just wow.
Are my times going through? Because
Yes,
I
your
feel like
times
they're
are
not.
going through. Actually, no, they're not. You're not. You did not set your time.
I'm pressing enter. It's not. All right. I'll just
All right.
refresh and see.
I am stopping the clock here. Oh, stream's going a little weird. Okay. 1 second. All right, Ryan, can you say something?
Hello.
All right, yeah. The audio, if the audio was a little shaky, that was my bad. All right. Oh wait, I did not see that solve.
I can't see the scrambles anymore. I'm
Good
gonna
for you,
leave
so.
and rejoin.
All right. Conan here. That is a. It's gonna be a safety solve. As a 589.
589.
All right. Okay. So here we're gonna stop it. All right.
All right, I'm back. Okay. Cool.
It's Caleb. So don't scramble. All right, guys, don't scramble. Do you guys want to go into a halftime break, or are you okay?
I'm fine.
Caleb, we can't hear you.
Caleb, yeah, I'm fine with it.
No, sorry, Caleb, we can't hear you. Caleb, do you want a halftime break or do you not want a halftime break? No, no halftime break? Okay, cool. So we're not going into a halftime break. If that's okay with Conan, correct? I'm assuming it's a yes. Okay. So we're going to server deafen both of you.
Wait.
And I believe Ryan just left. Let's see here. Okay.
Am I up first or I can't remember?
You are up first.
Okay.
Alright, so let's see here. So this is gonna be second half at this point. Alright. No, I can't hear you. Oh, that looks smooth. Alright, let's see what that was. That was a 418, maybe? Yeah, that's a 418. Let's see how Caleb does here. Ryan, we cannot hear you, just so you know. Caleb. Oh, okay. That'd probably beat a 418. If I had to guess. That is a 401. Not by a lot, but it's still beat it. I could hear Caleb before. Okay. Alright. Ryan, do you mind leaving the room? Just the queuing time? Just so, just to make sure that we can still, like, progress.
Waiting for Ryan.
Yeah, I know. Alright. Wait, can you guys hear Ryan if he's saying anything?
Hello? Yeah, we can hear him.
We can hear him. Alright, I'm gonna just leave and rejoin. We'll be right back. I'm gonna pause the timer here. Okay. Alright, we're gonna move back in here. Alright. So we're gonna resume time. I'm gonna just server deafen you two. Alright, this is a little scuffed, but you know what? It's alright.
Alright, so this scramble just has a center edge skip, and that's really it, so That didn't look
Okay.
the fastest from Caleb.
How many
could
points do we
potentially-
have?
It's 444.
Are we at match point right now? Have we gone that far?
I'm pretty sure.
Oh wow. Okay.
Wait.
It's at 419 though. Okay. All right. I did not know we were at match
Alright,
point.
so Conan beat it.
So Conan actually beat that. So Conan, this will not be the most embarrassing solve of the clock cup, as it looks right now.
Okay. So it's now
Alright.
14-2. Conan's just gonna look. If I were Conan, I'd want to get one more point so I could have the best differential against Caleb in the group.
Yeah. All right. Let's see here. I'll Conan prevail. How many breaths can Conan take at this point? That's just the question right here.
Okay.
I don't think that's a lot. Or
That was a good second side though, so that is probably a high 4.
it's a 420.
Low 4.
420.
Okay. That's
All right,
I mean,
not
Caleb can
entirely out
definitely
of the
beat
question.
Caleb can definitely beat that, but will he?
All right.
Oh, that's fast.
Not fast
Ooh.
enough though.
I think
don't
he
think
beat
so.
it. I think Conan beat it.
All right. I think yeah, Conan lives to see another day. Yes,
Okay.
Conan does live to see another day.
14-3.
So that is not the biggest difference in a clock cup match yet, or at least tied for Joshua's match against Caleb, which was 15-2. It will now be at worst 15-3. Let's see how Conan does here. Actually, this solve does have an AUF skip, so for flip users.
Conan has 3 straight really low 4s, so he is rising to the occasion right now.
That was a weird
Okay.
timer stop, honestly.
Yeah. Okay. That
is a 453.
452. That's beatable.
That is beatable. This is getting scary for Caleb actually.
And this scramble is not bad at all.
Will Conan beat it? I don't think so. Or let's
that
see.
might have. That's gonna be very, very close.
Oh my
He
god!
does!
442.
That's
A 442. Conan refuses to not die. Wow. Okay. Can Conan keep Caleb on his toes here? I don't think this is gonna go on for
This
much
is
longer.
insane.
Honestly, this is actually
If I were-
insane.
If I were Conan, I would be very, very happy with this ending right now because that's a lot of pressure, and he is absolutely rising to the occasion.
that is amazing. I want to.
First, right?
Sorry. Yes, you are going first. Okay.
Okay.
So. All right.
He is ending this match with potentially like a 4.3 average, which is very, very good for him.
It's a shaky first and wide 2 flip.
DNF.
That's a DNF.
DNF.
That's a DNF.
Oh, that's a very unfortunate ending.
All that
Caleb
Caleb
just
needs
needs
to
to
do.
solve the clock.
Yeah, that is sad. I feel terribly for Conan, honestly.
And that was a 463 also, so that's...
All Caleb needs to do is just solve it.
And he
See.
does.
He does?
Yep,
Okay,
that is match.
That is match point. All right. That is 15-4. It is not as bad as it looked to be, but the final score right now is 15-4. Do you guys want to go into a post-match interview for by any chance? Yeah. Okay, I can't hear Caleb. I will rejoin. This seems to be an occurring problem. Conan, are you good for a post-interview match? I also can't hear Conan either. Okay. Good. Alright. I'm going to leave, just make sure... My audio is being very weird today. Ryan, can you say something? Just so that... Wow, I can't hear Ryan either. This is not good. But I'll just be right back. I'm gonna resolve the audio situation, and we'll be back for our post match interview. The final score was 15-4 in Caleb's favor. Okay, so we are back here for the post match interview. So how are you guys feeling after this match? That's my first question here. You guys, whichever one wants to go first.
I'll go first.
All right.
I mean, I didn't I didn't really know what I was expecting because I woke up and I saw Carter's message, because the time zones were weird. Um,
Yeah.
the time zone conversion website I used was wrong.
Oh.
But anyways, I outperformed Joshua when he versed Caleb, so I guess that's pretty good.
Yeah. So I mean, I guess you weren't expecting a lot, but do you think that affected yourselves? Probably, right? The fact that you
Sorry?
do you think that affected yourselves? The fact that you just woke up, most
Uh,
likely.
no, not really.
No, not really. Okay.
Like the first few maybe, but after that it was fine.
All right. Caleb, how are you feeling after this match?
I'm happy I won, of course, but that pin DNF was super embarrassing because
Yeah.
I've never done that in comp ever.
Oh wow. All right. Um. Yeah. So this match I think was a barnstorm for Caleb here. So for Caleb, how does this match make you like feel? Does this, since you've already also won this match or won your other match with Joshua 15-2, is this like a really high confidence boost for you personally going into the rest of the Clock Cup?
I'd say it is.
I'd say it is.
Yeah.
I guess do you want to explain or?
Well, it's just nice to win another match because I was worried I'd like choke it or something
Yeah.
and just
So
DNF a bunch of solves.
yeah. Okay, that's fair.
Can I add on an extra question to that?
Yeah.
Okay, so Caleb, so you've mathematically clinched a spot in the knockout tournament. So what would you say is your mindset going forward into like your next match?
My mindset. I'm just gonna keep the same mindset because it's been doing pretty good for me so far.
All right.
Can
So
you elaborate on that mindset a little bit?
I'm just trying to like have fun and enjoy the matches because I've never done an online competition before.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Okay. All right. So for Conan, I mean, losing by 11 points, that probably isn't the greatest feeling, but
Not if it's against Caleb.
not if it's against Caleb. But do you think that you can still regain the momentum and secure at least a second place finish in the Clock Cup or in this
Um,
group?
I mean, looking at it, it's like it's gonna be pretty close, me versus Joshua. Like I'm ahead by 2 points against him, I think.
Yeah,
Um, so I don't know. It's really hard to say. That's like probably like the only intense match
that's probably gonna be
in
an
this group.
intense match. Okay. Um. All right. And yeah, I have a couple more questions here. So I guess this is just a general question in terms of like sort of your nerves and how you guys are top level clock solvers and you're kind of competing in the setting. What's the key to staying calm? Like, how do you deal with all this, with the pressure that you might have to do well? Even though this match wasn't as close as it wasn't that close compared to others, you still had to like maintain your pressure or maintain your skill.
Composure.
So composure, yeah. So what are your tips for that?
I'll go first. Well,
Yeah.
like in this match, I got a couple bad solves, like sevens and some low fours that should have been like mid threes. But in practice, I get bad solves too, so I just kept reminding myself of that
Yeah.
to keep calm.
Okay. Um, Conan, do you have any words of advice?
Um, my nerves this time were pretty good. I think I don't know why, but I guess because last round, when I was competing against Cameron, I it was like the first time competing in this format. Like I didn't
Yeah.
understand the rules or anything, so that was a bit. I was a bit nervous then, but this time it's fine.
This time it was
Maybe
fine.
it's also because I just woke up, but um,
Yeah.
I think like other than that, I think a technique I might try doing in like real souls is
Wow.
like actually just like put maybe like 15 minutes before the round to like meditate, like not just like take deep breaths, not like just take deep breaths, but like
A full
actually
on
meditate.
meditation. Do you think that would
Yeah,
you could do that like in a competition per se, or
yeah, I would try that the
you would
next
try
time I
that?
go.
Yeah, that actually sounds like a good idea. I think honestly, I
That's
might try that.
interesting.
Um, all right, and honestly, I don't think I have any more questions. So, Ryan, do you have any other questions you want to add?
Hmm. I don't believe so.
You
Because
don't
you
believe
touched
so?
on the nerves one. I was gonna ask Conan about like how he, because his best solves were at the very,
Yeah.
very end of it.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
Oh
like
yeah, yeah.
actually,
That.
no,
Do you want to?
I'll ask you something about that. So
Yeah.
your best solves were like at the end when you were at match point. So like sort of like I don't know. Can you just elaborate on
yeah.
why that might have been?
It's like your
I
mindset, I guess.
honestly, I don't know. I just for some reason I clutch up like that quite a bit.
You clutch it like
Um,
that quite a bit.
I don't know. The 16th one I think was like a good scramble.
Yeah.
It was quite easy, and then after that, I don't know. I warmed up maybe.
You warmed up. Yeah.
Okay.
But
Then also, you I'd say are like incredibly consistent. Like you are yet to get a three in the clock cup, but like the amount of mid and low fours you get is like it's a very high volume. So like what would you say is like the value of consistency over like good singles? Like do you think that that
Well,
would be a tool for you to use to possibly make it out of the group stage?
consistency. Man, that's a really hard question. I don't know. It's consistency. I think is quite nice. Um, I guess it just means I'm less affected by nerves and just more? I don't even know.
I
It's
think
such a weird
can
question.
can I add it on from like a commentator's perspective? I think the way that I see it right now, the way that you're working consistently, it works great in like close matches, like against Cameron, or your next match against, I believe, Joshua. Yeah, but
Right, yeah.
in like matches like these, like against Caleb, where you're almost kind of, I don't say it like this, but like you're gonna go in the expect you're coming in with the expectation you are gonna lose. It doesn't necessarily work well if you're just gonna consistently keep losing, or you inconsistently win like a little bit. But I was just kind of looking for that throughout this whole match, and honestly, it was very interesting how you were able to be so consistently good in like the past. You were able to gain like 3 points within that time period.
That
That was
was quite
insane.
funny.
You
Yeah.
know, it was very fun
Um,
to watch.
I
I
mean, look,
think,
the consistency did sort of give me a leg over Joshua. So,
Yeah.
I would say that from a competitor's perspective, I guess this is sort of where the question came from. Like, if I were looking at like a match against Caleb, I think that I would like just go full out on every scramble, like as turn as fast as I can, just to try and get as many points. And your turning in this match compared to against Cameron was pretty much the same. So I guess I was sort of like, I think that's good though that you just consistently solve because I think that it's sort of a bad thing that like I would change my turning based on my opponent.
I mean, I haven't really ever like tried turning at maximum speed. Like, I mean, I haven't really even practiced that much recently. But I don't know. I could try like just maxing out turning in practice
Yeah.
at home.
Caleb, since you haven't really been talking for the past like 5 minutes, if you want to add any comments, feel free to do so. Uh,
On those last few solves, it went through my mind that there's a non-zero chance that I could lose at that point if I just kept failing.
yeah, yeah, that
Did you
was
get
interesting.
did you get like a little bit nervous? Was I a bit intimidated?
I was a little bit intimidated because I've been practicing for like an hour straight, and normally at that point in my session, I start getting worse solves. And I was kind of at that point where my hands were just kind of tired.
Wow, yeah. Okay, that is
Wow.
very interesting actually. I do kind of want to wrap it up because we are expected to go into a match between Reed and Carter in about 25 minutes. So, you guys stay where you are. I'm going to open up a new link for the Reed versus Carter match. That is in 25 minutes. So, don't go anywhere. We will be right back with that match. That's a match you won't want to miss. Zeke will be commentating with me, and it's gonna be. I think it's gonna be a great match to watch, because it's gonna be really interesting to see how Carter deals with a situation like this where he has a very high chance to crush Reed, but Reed is getting consistently better and better. In fact, Reed actually has a better official average than Carter, if I'm not mistaken. Is that correct? Or very
That's
Yeah,
close, at
correct.
least. Yeah.
it's correct. On the
So
same scramble set that they both had.
yeah, on the same screen was it too. So that's gonna be very interesting to watch. So yeah, enough of me talking. You guys will see me in 25 minutes. And thank you, Ryan, for commentating, by the way. That was,
You're welcome.
yeah,
I'll do it whenever.
yeah. All right. Yeah, I guess that's all I
Okay.
want to say. See you guys in a little bit.
Well,